In the gate, ready for the start of the test. And they're off. Preferred option breaks alertly. And here comes Carson Hollow right from the beginning on the inside, and she's in front. It's Carson Hollow, the leader. Bold World, though, is right there with her on the outside, running along in second. Short Note third. Spring Meadow is fourth. Then Preferred Option. You is at the back of the pack. She's 5 lengths from undefeated Carson Hollow. The trailer is Proper Gamble. Carson Hollow takes the field through a quarter in 21 3. Sensational. Carson Hollow, a torrid pace here as the field moves into the far turn, but not far behind her is Bold World. She's just a length behind. Spring Meadows in between horses. Short Note down toward the inside. Preferred Option, Proper Gamble, and the favorite You is last. The favorite You is last with 3 furlongs to go. The half in 44 1/5 seconds. They're moving toward the quarter pole. It's still Carson Hollow. Carson Hollow is the leader. Here comes Spring Meadow. Spring Meadow with a burst of energy trying to come on through in between horses. Oh, and she got shut up. You trying to squeeze through on the inside. Oh, a daring move there by Jerry Bailey. And on the far outside, Proper Gamble. Bold World in with a fighting chance. 1 furlong to go. And here comes You on the inside of Carson Hollow. And these two are nip and tuck. There's absolutely nothing between them. You's in so tight. Carson Hollow is unwavering. These two and a dramatic finish. It's a photo finish that doesn't deserve a loser. You and Carson Hollow in an absolutely thrilling renewal of the test stakes. Spring Meadow is third. The final time was 1 minute, 22 seconds and 4/5, and this was absolutely sensational. You was in so very tight beneath Jerry Bailey. Carson Hollow was unwavering through the stretch. What a horse race.
Tom Durkin is exactly right. Carson Hollow, true to her form, jumps out, takes a big lead, blistering fractions, and Jerry Bailey, a lot of patience with You, but did he get there?
2 superb fillies. Neither one of them wanted to be beaten. What a brave move by You, a brave move by Jerry Bailey, and a lot of courage by Carson Hollow. Look at this. You down tight on the rail. Really not much room in there. Jerry can't ride much, hit her much. He switches to his left hand. Carson Hollow says, I don't know anything but how to win. She doesn't want to give it up, and I wouldn't call this for all the money in the world. It looks like maybe a dead heat.
Running the quarter in 21 3. She had never broken 22 seconds in terms of Carson Hollow. And here's the head-on.
It gives you an idea of just how tight this was down in here. Carson Hollow come on over on her, and these 2 fillies just glued together. Look at that. Yeah, he had to switch sticks, hit left-handed, Bailey did. It's the only way he could have room. Now You is like saying, move over, give me some room, and she nudges over to Carson Hollow. They both brushed with each other. That equalizes, no problem there, but couldn't call the winner still.
Man, and John Velasquez and Jerry Bailey, you could tell those guys had no idea who won the race. Carson Hollow's new owner there, Frank Stronach, purchased 60% of Carson Hollow. Maybe going to get a quick return on this filly.
I agree with Tom Durkin, though. You hate to see a loser in this kind of a race.
What a great horse race, and it's fun. As we take a quick break, we have no idea who the winner is, but hopefully when we come back, we will have that answer, so don't go away. Oh. Jerry Bailey and John Velasquez, and the winner is You, Frankel, and Jerry Bailey getting the win by a whisker. And for an update, let's go to Janine Edwards.
Tough way to lose a Grade 1 race, that's all I can say. Somewhat dejected John Velasquez was riding Carson Hollow and sees his number come up second now. Take me through the race, because your filly just ran her guts out today.
Well, it came out the way I thought it was going to be. She was on the lead. She's so fast out of the gate. She was right there. Just kind of let her do her own thing, and down the lane, I asked her to run, to respond. Kind of drift all the way a little bit from the rail. They wouldn't have got through, and I think that's what cost me the race right there.
So you did not stay on the rail, and you think that's what did it?
Yeah, I believe so. And I know so.
21 3, a pretty rapid opening quarter, but this filly's done that before.
She is. She's so fast. She was going to do it no matter what, though. You know, she was the first one out of there, and out of the gate. I let her do the whole thing and just put my hands down. It was a different ride of the wire, though. You know, I think if I should have stayed on the rail, I probably would have won it, but some mistakes there. I'm going to regret it.
Well, some days you get the trip and some days you don't. Sorry about that. A nose decision means the difference between first and second for John Velasquez on Carson Hollow.
Yeah, it's a tough way to lose. As for you, she is now 7 of 11 in her career, just over $1 million, $1.15 million. 5th test victory for Jerry Bailey, the first for Bobby Frankel. It's his 8th Grade 1 winner this year in terms of Frankel, 24th graded stakes win of 2002. And this Iron Filly passes the test. That is her 8th consecutive Grade 1. Unbelievable. We'll talk with the connections here at Saratoga. And you think, hey, looking at the photo and deciding the winner, that's got to be pretty easy. But Charles, so you can see it right there. What a tough call.
It was a tough call. As I said before, you hate to see either one of these fillies lose, but a great, courageous effort. And what is it? There is no defeat in a noble attempt.
That's right. Gutsy performances. And let's talk to the winners. Here's Janine Edwards.
Well, for the first time all meet, trainer Bobby Frankel was speechless. He says he's in shock because his filly did win. And I think a lot of us here were surprised that actually the nose that was in front on the line was you and not Carson Hollow. And Jerry Bailey, you said that getting that inside trip certainly made the difference.
It really did. But having said that, you have to have a horse that's courageous enough to take that because the hole's not very big. And even though it was small, she got bumped around before that. You got to give you a lot of credit, and, you know, just by a scant nose.
Here you are back here on the rail. She kind of pushes her way through there, doesn't she?
She did. She's got a lot of courage, and she doesn't have any quit in her, and got to hand it to her. There's only so much I can do, but they've got to want to win.
Definitely. Well, nice training job by Mr. Frankel here.
Absolutely. If you ride for Bobby, it's the right move.
You had to switch sticks too here. Is she being squeezed up against the rail?
A little bit, and I just want to make sure she wasn't rubbed up completely against it, so you go to your left hand to avoid that.
Well, it's nice to sit on these top horses. Congratulations once again, Jerry Bailey. Bobby Frankel, you said you were in shock because you thought you got beat, and you were concerned about post 2, and it didn't really seem to matter, did it?
Well, sure it did matter because she didn't get away all as good. She's been running in the route races, so she didn't have the speed that she had last year, and then a horse was stopped in front of her a little bit, and then I really didn't see her nose on the wire there. I thought she might have got beat because I couldn't see the black nose, you know?
That black nose was on the wire, believe me. Mr. and Mrs. Ganner here, they own this lovely filly. Last year, she ran a huge race here in the Adirondack Stakes. She's now 2 for 2 here. It's got to be very, very rewarding for you.
Yes, it is. She's quite a filly. It's the most competitive filly we've ever owned. And she's done everything that we've asked of her.
Got a very exciting filly. Any idea where we'll see her next?
I don't know yet. I got to think about these things. After this, let me rest a little bit.
He's still in shock because he had a big win earlier. We'll get to that in a little while. Jeff?
Bobby Frankel's in a great spot. He has a lot of decisions to make. Our Visa first distribution, and you can see you there, 150,000 career earnings, 1.15 million.
And a little return for the connections of Carson Hollow for Frank Stronach's instant purchase. You was already over $1 million, so it was just Coles to Newcastle.